Hey everyone, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. I thought that there would be no better way to start the year than to talk about all the books that I've been getting over the course of the past few weeks, just from Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. I also got some gifts from my Amazon wishlist from friends that I would love to share with you guys, so let's get started. So the first series is actually something that I got myself for my birthday, so it's not anything that anyone gave me, but it is the Shatter Me series, and I've been hearing so many things about this on Book Talk, especially about the couple Aaron and Juliet, and so many things about the relationship and the spice level in these books, so I'm super excited to read it. I have a feeling I'll probably be binging it and maybe doing a reading vlog. I apologize for my hair in this video because it is so greasy right now. So the next stack of books are gifts that people ordered off of my Amazon wishlist and sent to me. First one is called Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I've been eyeing this for a while, so I added it to my wishlist and I'm so happy someone got it. And they also sent me a little note, and it says, "Happy birthday, you're so kind, and I'm obsessed with your IG YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy the gift." So super cute. One of my friends got it for me and she's the sweetest. But this book is a romance, a rom-com. It's definitely in my favorite category of books, as you guys should know by now. This is all I talk about on my channel, so I'm really excited to read it and give you guys my review. The next one is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's also something that's been on my wish list for a while and that I've seen all over Instagram. I know there's one book in this series that came out this year, I think, and everybody was going crazy about it, which I could obviously not understand because I haven't started this. So I'm really excited to start this year and also get into the series. I know it's high fantasy fiction, and this one is also from one of my closest best friends, and it says, "Happy birthday to you, Kat. Love you so much, bestie." And she also actually sent me this Christmas gift, so it's a bookmark. It goes on the cover of your pages, and it's just super cute. It has my initial and all these little cute embroidered flowers on it. It definitely gives me Elaine vibes from the ACOTAR series. Usually I just fold the pages on my books, which is a really bad habit that I need to get out of, so hopefully this will help. The last book that someone got me off my Amazon wishlist is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling, and the note says, "Happy birthday, Catherine," from, I don't want to say the name. And this was the top thing that was off of my wish list. It's a massive book. The author is actually an indie author, so she is someone who I followed on Instagram for a really long time, ever since she started writing this book, and I've just been seeing her journey for the past couple years of just her writing this book and the stress that's come with it and just her entire process, and it's so inspiring to see because that's something that I've always wanted to do. Don't know if I'll ever do it, but it just gives me so much hope. Her being just someone who's super young and just got right out of college, started writing, knew what she wanted, and knew what her book should look like. I feel that's such an inspiring thing, so it definitely gives me a sense of newfound hope for myself. But I'm really excited to read the story. I know it's supposed to be kind of Lord of the Rings inspired. That's one of her favorite series, and so it's high fantasy fiction, has a subplot of romance and everything. I have a feeling that's going to be one of my top reads this year. Next three books that I got are all by Jenkins Reid. I've been wanting to get into her for such a long time, and I've been hearing all about these books for the past year, so I thought it was finally time for me to pick them up and enter my Jenkins Reid era. So the three books are Malibu Rising, which I've heard is the best one to start to get into her kind of books. I haven't read anything by her before. This is kind of the gateway book that most people start with. So the other two books are The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and also Daisy Jones and the Six. And I'm really curious to see how these are going to be because I typically don't read books that don't have a main romance plot, and I know that none of these really have romance as the main plot, which is interesting to me because I know people love them so much, and typically I need a romance plot for me to stay interested. I know that this one specifically, everyone says to listen to the audiobook with it because there's just something that changes about the experience reading. I know this is just about it's supposed to be an interview with a super famous woman and just about the crazy life that she's lived and kind of all the people that she's met in her life and interacted with and fallen in love with. I think this is probably going to be one of those books where I'm going to be like, I've never read anything like this before. The other one, Daisy Jones and the Six, I know is just about a band. That's the extent of what I know, but I've heard it's equally as good, and it also does not have a main romance subplot. The next few books are primarily romance, so getting back to my roots. First two books are part of the Addicted series. I actually already finished the first book today, which it's only the second day of the new year, so that's kind of crazy. I'm so obsessed with the story now. I love the Calloway sisters, and I cannot wait to get more into like that universe and that world and just go through all the books and see each of their stories. I cannot wait to talk about them. And then the next two books are in the Twisted series. So that's book number 1 and book number 2. And I just got these because it was buy one, get the second one 50% off. But I know they're very similar. The main plot is romance, so obviously that just automatically gets me wanting to buy them. And I know the spice level for both of these series is like top tier. So, okay, so the next couple books are Caraval and the Ballad of Never After. I actually did not intend to get these books, but there's a very specific reason why I ended up getting them. So I was just in Barnes & Noble browsing the aisles, as I usually do. And what do you know, Stephanie Garber, the author of Caraval, just happens to be there buying books. So people started going up to her, getting them to sign her book, and I realized that she just had like a new release. So this is the newest release that she came out with this year. It's called The Ballad of Never After, and I was like, she has to sign this book because I couldn't find Caraval. So I grabbed this one and got her to sign it. I was just so happy because it never had anything like that happen to me, so it was just amazing. But yeah, she addressed it to me, so she wrote my name, and then she said, I'm sorry, I think this book ends in a cliffhanger, and I think that's why she said that. And she added like some little hearts around the title and stuff, and then there's her signature. But just super cool experience. Never had anything like that happen to me before, and who would have thought, because she was in there for maybe 5 minutes, grabbed some books, and then just left, which is so crazy. Like the craziest timing, just the most randomest thing to ever happen. I ended up buying this book, obviously, because my name's in it and her signature's in it. So yeah, that was really cool. And then I also ended up getting Caraval because that's just something that I've been wanting to read for a while, and I noticed it was also 50% off. It was part of that sale, so I had to grab it. And then I had 2 more books that I ended up getting that day. The first one is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I actually already read this before the year ended. If you saw my other video, you know my thoughts about it. It wasn't my favorite book. The other book I got was The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo is the same person who wrote the Shadow and Bone series and the Six of Crows series, so I thought this would just be a really good read as far as what I wanted to pick up next from her. So the last few books to wrap it up were hardcovers that I got in the hardcover sale at Barnes & Noble. The first one is Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. I can never say her last name, but I've been eyeing this. It's been on my wish list, so I wanted to pick it up, and I know that a lot of people love the main couple in it. The other 2 books in hardcover that I got are also a continuation from that first book. They're Blood and Ash novels, so this is a series that keeps going. And the very last book that I got is called A Light in the Flame, also by Jennifer Armentrout, and this is a Flesh and Fire novel. I actually haven't heard of this series, so I have to go look up what the other books in this series are, but I kind of just picked it up at random, also because it's signed, so just have her signature in it, and yeah, it's right there. So I just wanted to have one book that was signed by her, but yeah, we'll see how that one is. I've been struggling for a while getting back into the fantasy realm of things, just because I've been getting so sucked into books that have a main romance plot, and that's just the thing that I most enjoy now. So I'm gonna try really hard to do that this year, but I will keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.